Hello everybody. Today is the day that I am finally starting on my Volume 4, Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, the treasure hunt project that you've all been doing and I haven't even started yet. And firstly, I have to design the bag that I'm going to be putting my slow stitching onto. And to do that, I need to draw up a diagram. I did do a rough sketch a little while ago and then I changed it. So I'm going to go back and have a look at what I've done and see if I can, improve on it a little bit. But to do that, I have a very special new instrument to help me, and I was very kindly sent a pen by Bastion, and this is a bolt action carbon fiber and stainless steel pen. It is in the slim line. I have never owned a luxury pen before in my life. I've always used just plastic pens, so this is a real treat for me. Together with the pen, you receive a pen sheath or holder. It's in a black felt. It has the name Bastion on it. And Bastion were actually a Kickstarter program a few years ago and did very, very well and have sold their pens and their products throughout the world due to that. You will also get a refill, and this is a typical Parker style, so you can replace the cartridge if you live in different parts around the world also. So the sizing is the same as a typical Parker pen. So it says gel on it. So it comes with black ink. It has a fine tip, and I chose the slim size because I thought that would probably be more suitable for my hand. So let's get into it, shall we? I haven't used it or anything like that. It's packaged beautifully. Look at that. This would make a great idea for a Christmas present for those people that don't know what to buy for a friend or a loved one. A luxury pen is always something they can keep for a lifetime. So we have a beautiful box here. There we go. And it has some foam on top, a little bit of protective recyclable film. And there is our lovely pen. Now these pens come in a variety of colours and styles. They also have mechanical pencils that you can get to match, which I am considering. I need to pick it up. There we go. So it's very well protected in that little case there. Look at that. So I chose the carbon fibre and stainless steel slim bolt action. Do you see the bolt action? I have never seen that before I saw these pens. I thought, what is a bolt action? Watch this. Oh, so it's very sturdy. I love the mechanics of it. It really gave me Victorian vibes, and for men using these pens, they probably don't see that, but I love the aesthetics of this. I absolutely love them. I could have gone for a pink pen or a blue pen or a green pen or even just a stainless steel, but I love the look of this. I think it's beautiful. So, and there's a reason I chose this one, apart from just how beautiful it is. And that's because, let me just move a couple of things. That's because it goes with my scissors. And let me show you what I mean by that. You see that? Do you see what I mean? This is the perfect pen for me. I love it, and it goes with all my beautiful scissors. Yes, I have a problem. Okay, so we might as well try it out before I get designing my new project. So I'm just going to use the lovely little mechanical, which is incredibly satisfying to do, and it's approximately 5¼ inches long. It is a fine tip. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that before. It also has a lifetime warranty, which is very good. There's a little bit of wax at the end of the pen, I see, so I'm just going to remove that. That's just to protect it while it's in transit. Okay, so I think I better try it out before I start designing. I've got a scrap of paper here that I can write on. Always helps to try it out, I think. So we've got it in there. My N is slightly wrong, but there you go. It writes perfectly. Thank you so much, Bastion. This is a wonderful pen. I'm sure I will use this for many years to come and play with it. Never had anything like this before, so that's lovely. It's a beautiful looking pen. It even has the name at the top here. Look at that. It's lovely, isn't it? And of course you just unscrew the tip of it here to change the cartridge inside. Once the ink has finished, you have a little spring. You remove the cartridge, put the new one in and replace the spring, and then just screw it back on. Like that. Very nice. Okay, now that I've had a little play, it's time to design our bag. Okay, so I'll get a piece of paper here. Before we even started the challenge, I kind of drew this up just as an idea. So I just need to re-look at it. I actually crossed it out because I rethought it a little bit to think how I would do it. So we just need to draw it up so I can have a better idea now. Okay, so we're going to sketch up a little plan for the bag. I'll just grab my ruler. Now I've got a rough idea of how big the dimensions are because I'm basing it off a flimsy little bag that I received a while ago. So basically I want the length to be about 10 inches. I want the height to be about 5 inches. I want the width to be about 4 inches, and the base will be 4 inches also. because the base will be the same as the width. So let's just use our ruler here, and I kind of want to do it in as few adjoining pieces as possible. So I'm just going to draw a long rectangle to start with to give me a guide. Okay, so we want the base to be 4 inches. So we're going to start with that. This is not, the measurements will be right, but the diagram might look a little bit odd. I will fix that when I'm cutting the fabric out, because I'll have the complete measurements. Well, actually, yeah. Okay, so we want the base. So we'll start with that. That's the base. And that will be 4 inches. And then we need a height, which will be the back of the bag, which will be 5 inches. So 5 inches high. Yes. So it might look a bit out, but the measurements will be right. So let's just say 5 inches for the back, 5 inches. And then the inner back will be the same. Inches. The base, so the width of the bag will be 4 inches. So I want the base to be 2 inches. So that's the inner base. And then I'm having an insert in the center, so that will come up the same height as the actual bag. So then I want another, I will put insert 5 inches, and then the other side of the insert will be 5 inches as well. I hope you're following. I will show you in a minute, and hopefully that will help you to understand. This is basically for my reference, so I know what I'm dealing with here. Then we need another inner base of 2 inches. Okay, and then we need a inner, make that a little bit wider, front, 5 inches, and then the front. Inches. Okay, so this part here we won't need. For the little insert parts here, I will need a special tab like that there. And the same on this side here. Like that. I will also need 2 side panels. Now the side panels will be 5 inches. Let me just draw a little side panel. I'll put it over here. Which is going to be, it's not going to be that big. Let's say about that big there. Okay, so our side panel and I need 2 of these, will be 5 inches by 4 inches. I know, the picture's a little bit off, but work with me. They are the pieces that we will need. Might have to do 4 side panel pieces, honestly, because just to add strength, I can double them up. So I need 4 side panels, 4 inches by 5 inches. What this is the front panel, and I'm going to do a side-on view just so you get the general idea. The front panel will go up like that. It will be straight, but I'm doing it on an angle so you get the idea. The inner front panel will be folded down, so that will make that panel double thickness. The inner base will come across like that. The insert will be the same as like the front panel. It will come up and then down on the other side. Then we have the inner base there, then the inner back, and then the back will come back down like that, and then the base will come like that. Okay, and they will all be stitched together, and on each part of these little pieces on the middle here, we have these extra tabs. They will be stitched to the side panels to hold the inside panel, not the side panel, yes, to the side panel, sorry. They will be stitched to that so that that will not just flop around inside of the bag. It will be held to the side panel like that. So that's what I intend to do. Now, I'm just thinking this base here, I might actually make it 4.5. I can always trim it up, but just so it has enough fabric to take it from the back to the front. The reason I'm not going from the front, I could go from the front to the back if I wanted to. It's quite easy. I can turn it around. In the long run, it won't matter because whichever way I look at the bag, it will be a pretty bag anyway, so I can quite easy turn it around. I will also need 2 either strips of fabric or something for my handles. So times by 2, I will work out that once the bag is finished so it looks aesthetically pleasing, I guess. So that is my plan. Now I could add all the seam allowances to this, or I could just work with what I've got here and, you know, stitch it all together like that. I have to have it cut out first, I think, to see. I'll show you. The pen works great. Let me show you the fabric that I have. Now, I got this a while ago, and I purchased it online, and it's a grey ticking fabric, which is nice, but it's a little bit darker than what I wanted it to be for this bag. But the inside isn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use it, but I'm having the right side on the inside. I'm going to use the wrong side of the bag as my right side. So I still get that ticking effect, but it's not going to overpower my stitching and things like that. So now what I have to work out is my measurements. So let's have a look here and see if my brain will work. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 inches plus 4, so it's 34, 38.5 inches. So let's put that there, 38.5 inches, and I will have to calculate that to get my centimetres as well. And it will be by 10 inches. That's right, 38 by 10. But I want some tabs, so I probably will make those tabs 1/2 inch, I should say. I can always trim them down, so I'm going to make that 10.5 inches width, and I will trim it off on these sections down here. Okay. This front panel, I might make that 5.5 inches because it has to be attached to the base panel, which will make it 39 inches. 39 inches. Okay. And I'm quite sure that's all I need to know for my measurements. So I'm going to go and cut my fabric out 39 inches by 10.5 inches. And I will probably also cut these sections out as well, just so I don't have to do it in this small area here. I will do it on my dining table where there's a lot more room, and then I'll be back. All right, I'm back, and I had to make a few changes. I added to the side panels because I realized I needed to have a seam allowance to be able to attach them. I actually took these little bits here off, and I'm making it all the same. And what I'm going to do, what I have to do is cut little wedges out there instead, like that. I'm guessing. I'm not a designer. I kind of just mull my way through these things. Also, I've decided that I would have interfacing inside these peaks here, and on both sides, and on the side panel. I'll show you that now. So these are the side panels. These are 2 of them for the inside, and these are for the outside, for the side panels. And as you can see, I've attached some interfacing. This is the interfacing I got from Temu, and it seemed to iron on quite well. It's a medium weight. So basically that will go on the side of the bag, and this will attach to that side of it like that. Okay, so that will give it enough sturdiness with just the one piece of interfacing there, and that's the other one. And then, oh my goodness, so this is like making a concertina book. You have to really think about what you're doing. So that is what I'm calling the front, but it can be either the front or the back. So that goes up like that. Then I have a 2-inch base there. That goes up like that for the inside separating panel. And then like that, sorry. There we go. Because there's a little bit extra on the base to stitch it. That goes like that, and then that goes like that. So that's basically my little storage bag. And what I need to do is attach, where is it? This will get attached to either end. So it will be like that. I have to notch this part here so that I can spread that apart so I can attach it like that to this. Otherwise, I don't know how I'm going to do it. So basically, let me get some scissors. I'm just going to put a notch in it like that at the top, and I will have to do it at the bottom as well. So if I very carefully do that, fold that, because I need it for the base as well, and notch out there like that. Okay, so that will stand like that. Now that will be able to open up like that. See, like the letter T at the top and the bottom, so that I can attach this, and that inner panel I will be able to stitch to that. I don't know how, but I'll just have to work that out. I may used to have to just put a little bit of fabric glue or something on there to hold it in position and then stitch it. Something like that. But that's for another video perhaps, or maybe not. Maybe I'll just do it and show you what I do and tell you how I did it. But that's my design for my bag, all cut out, all ironed, all figured out. It should work. It should work. And the thing is, I'm thinking, do I put it together now, or should I leave it in its current state so that I can attach my stitching work and then put it together and then add the finishing touches at the end? Because I'm thinking it's probably easier to stitch something on it in this form than it is in its completed form. I can just write on the inside the way it goes and keep its shape as I'm going along. I'm actually thinking that would be the way to go. I didn't put interfacing on the base, but I can if I feel that it needs it. So yeah, let me know. I think I'm going to leave it in its form that it is now, just for ease of attaching my stitching as I go along, and then complete it right at the end of the project. That might be the way to go. I think so. I think so. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative to you. I hope you like the pen that I received. I know I do. I've been using it with all my little instructions here, and it will be my go-to pen. I don't want to be leaving that around for my husband and sons to see, because I know it will disappear. They'll take one look at that and think, that's mine. So there we go. Beautiful pen from Bastion. Thank you so much for sending this to me. It's a really lovely pen. No pen connoisseur by any means, but it feels good and it writes beautifully so far. So thank you everybody for watching, and take care. Bye. Oh, I'll put all the information for Bastion pens in the description box below. There's also a 20% discount code if anybody is interested in purchasing from Bastion. I think I mentioned they have free shipping if you spend over $75 within the USA. Overseas international shipping has to be paid for, of course. And they accept returns if for some reason you are not satisfied with your pen. So there we go. Take care, everybody. Bye.